Today we are at the CTC Center. So we're standing right in the front main entrance to the building, looking at the main stairway going up to the bridge that connects B wing and C wing. All this area you're looking at here will be glass. The reception area will be over to the right. That'll be glass walls. All glass walls here. Security, check-in right to my right over here. You see all the green brick just accent the front here. To your left through the columns, you'll see more of it later in the film. That is the multi-purpose room. We're standing about midways of Main Street, facing the main front entrance, which is straight down the corridor behind the stairs, is the main entrance into the building. If you look up above, you'll see the bridge that runs between B wing and C wing, so the students can come. If they have a class in B, need to go to C, they go across that bridge. You'll see we've got a lot of brick columns going in here. You'll see some glazed green brick. Then you'll see some brick just like what's on the exterior of the building on these columns. This roof up here will be exposed, be painted white. All the piping up there will be painted white, so that's about 40 foot in the air, so it'll actually go away. You won't hardly see what's up there because everything will be the same color. Then to the right over here is C wing. C wing is where the TV studios will be, computer graphics, computer labs, like that are all in C wing on the first floor. The second floor consists mainly of computer labs. Down further on the left is B wing. B wing is the administration area, the criminal courts, criminal justice classes, cosmetology. That's all on the first floor. Then you go to the second floor, and that's health science. We're standing in Channel 19 right now. Someday it'll be Channel 19. This is the studio. If you look on down through there, once you pass those doors where the entrance is, you go into the teaching studio. To our right over here, the control rooms for both studios. So that room down there is a duplication of what Channel 19 has for a working studio, but that's just for the teaching of the students. Back around to our right, you'll see the offices for the staff of the Channel 19. Once again, that'll all get sheetrocked and be individual rooms. Great view out there to the outside out there. You can see a long way. This is a pretty good example of how you build one of these buildings. First, you just put the foundation in, stand the structural steel up, put the roof on it, get it all decked over, you pour this slab, then you put the outside walls up. Once that's done and you get the roof done and it's waterproof, you should put the spray fireproofing on, which is what you see up here on the ceiling. Once that's done, then you come in with the ductwork, the piping for the fire sprinklers, and anything electrical conduit, all you can run overhead before you build the walls. That way you can get these scissor lifts like you see in front of us down here and run all the way up and down this floor without a bunch of walls in the way. Then they'll come in, frame the walls, and finish the building out. We're still on the second floor of C wing, looking out into the two multi-purpose rooms, two or one. There's a partition in the middle of that to divide that in two rooms. That area can be isolated from the rest of the building. So if someone in the community had a function up here of some kind, they could close off the rest of the building. People come in around this wall across the patio that'll be here into the multi-purpose room. And the neat thing about this is, when the weather's nice, you can have a pretty big event using both multi-purpose rooms and this outdoor courtyard. What you see here, if you can see this texture on this column, This is the texture we're going to have on all the sheetrock walls throughout the building. It's what they call a light orange peel. If you'll look at it, it looks very much like the peeling on an orange. And it's light enough to keep the walls from being flat and heavy enough to keep them showing a lot of scuff marks and things. You're on the second floor B wing. This is primarily health science. Nursing, they'll have hospital beds set up here and everything they need to start these young folks to learning about health science, maybe nursing careers or whatever they like to go into. You've got labs up here, you've got patient rooms, everything to simulate the actual condition of hospital. We're in a kind of a typical classroom up here in the health science area. You see the wood blocking in the wall, that's to fasten cabinets to, your monitors, TV monitors, thing. Moving up to the ceiling, a pretty good example of what happens above these ceilings. The copper pipe is your hot and cold water. The black pipe you see there is gas. The larger gas pipe is sprinkler system. You'll see a lot of silver colored pipe in the walls, that's your electrical conduit. So there's a lot of parts and pieces to get everything you need up into these rooms. This is an example of what I was telling you a while ago. The high roof up there is the roof over Main Street. The lower roof you see is the roof over the kitchen culinary area. The lower roof is level. That gives you an idea. That's 6 foot of fall from the left to the extreme right of that high roof, drops 6 feet. And also for appearance, it just gives a great appearance building, but mainly drainage. All right, in the distance over there, you see that isolated building. That is the auto body shop. And because of fire code, that building cannot be attached to this building. The walls are all up on it, and the crane you see is setting the final bar joist and getting ready to deck the building. We're in the back end of the administration area here. As you can see, the sheetrock is hung, the tape and float on the walls is done. These walls are almost ready for paint. What we have here is the workroom over here on this side. If you can see straight in this door over here to my right, that is the director's office. Then her secretary is adjacent to it, and then it moves on down to various staff members. The principal is up toward the front. So this is the entire, this half of this building down here is all administration. We're in the, what we call F wing, but this is your construction trades, basically, all your shops. Like for instance, in here you're standing in what will be the welding shop. There'll be a whole bank of welding machines along that wall over there. There's all kinds of plasma cutters, computerized cutters, MIG weld as well as conventional welding. A kid can come in here and leave here in a couple of years, pretty good welder. This is, I guess, another example. We're still in Building F, still in all the shops. This is the carpentry shop. There'll be all kinds of carpentry equipment in here, every tool that they could possibly need to do carpentry work, to learn the trade of being a carpenter. Storage room to lock the tools up in at night. That concludes today's tour of the CTC building. I had a meeting with the contractor this morning, and according to the updated schedule, we are on schedule. Target date for completing the construction on this building is approximately the 1st of March. We expect to start putting furniture, fixtures, equipment, etc. in somewhere around the end of March and have it ready to hand over to the staff around the first part of June.